Jesus Christ, you had to be an absolute living under a rock for 1 week and 1 week only to go, who is Andrew Tate and why is he in every one of my videos? And why does he hate everybody and everything apart from apparently his own sunglasses? It's very odd. I have a question, because, you know, I'd like to delve deeper into my guests and get a sense of that. You consider yourself a humanitarian, correct? You know, generally speaking, live and let live. You know, try and let everyone, everyone have a good life and stuff.
Well,
You're
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
also a Liverpool fan, correct?
I am a Liverpool fan.
Okay. Why did you lot do that? Why did you do that to Bournemouth? What did they do to you? Are you mad at them for some reason? Is there a long-standing ritual that must be initiated every couple of thousand years where Liverpool must absolutely murder a certain team? Why did you do that? And how can you reconcile those two things?
It was about time. There's nothing more embarrassing than getting beat to Manchester United. It's the worst feeling in the world. So for us to bounce back,
and for that, Bournemouth had to die.
Pretty much, yeah. It was. I think it was one of those games where a lot of frustration was taken out, and at times where you kind of like, right, it's 6-0. Let's like lay off it now. It was just like, no, just keep going. It was just one of those. It had to be done. There was a lot of very disgruntled Liverpool fans at the start of this season, me included. I was very disappointed with the way that we started. I feel slightly better now, but
okay,
that's not very nice that he's lost his job because of it. But
well, the rumor mill is that he's not just lost. He's had problems with ownership before, so it's a case that
you could tell in the statement the club put out. They said, didn't they, that they treat everyone with respect and dignity or whatever, which basically means that Scott Parker's gone in and said
he's told them to go forth and multiply, and they need to do this, that, the other, and they've gone, right, we run the club, not you, and he's gone. And told him every other vision. I did see one funny tweet, which is that they're going to hold a minute silence in River Island tomorrow, which is, I thought that was reasonably amusing. But yeah, I had to ask you, man, because as a Liverpool fan, I know how hard it must have been coming off the back of a United. But the old man's a Liverpool fan, for instance, and yeah, there's something. Even when you guys won a Prem after God knows how many years, you won a Champions League. There was nothing quite like seeing the sadness in his eyes when you guys got done by a United team that couldn't tie their own shoelaces. And it's odd.
Now. Look what we started. We've started this big revolution for them because they've beaten us. So that was why I was so mad about it.
Don't say that. We've got them this week, I think. Don't say that. No, they're still terrible and they'll lose 5-0.
They better do. They better show the true colours and start losing again soon. Who do you support?
I'm an Arsenal fan.
Right. Well, that's a very that you're in a very good position right now.
Well, I don't know. I haven't followed the table.
Yeah, you have. Your screensaver.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, there's a table. They keep track of all the wins, do they? I don't know. We just turn up and play football, and everyone gets a shirt at the end and a piece of cake. So, listen, as an Arsenal fan, I like most London football fans at the moment. There's this weird self-deprecation that just wasn't. I don't know about you. We're about the same age. When I was a kid, you couldn't stop talking about how great your football club is, and when everyone made the case that their football club was better, you told them to whatever the age-appropriate slang was at the time. My football club is dark. Mine's fatter than yours, or whatever the devil it was when we were kids. But the point is that, like, I can't abide the self-deprecation that comes from being an Arsenal fan these days, because AFTV have made a fucking living over shitting over Arsenal, to the point where I go, are you fans? Like, there's Spurs fans that give me less shit for being an Arsenal fan. I don't know if there's the equivalent with Everton and Liverpool, but the fact is that at least Liverpool fans, generally speaking, you were spoiled historically enough that when you won the Champions League, my old man was like, wasn't the Prem title though, wasn't the Prem.
I know.
But you won the Champions League, the best cup to win. Not for Liverpool. We're better than that.
The league title eluded us for way too long. That was so.
For you, by the way, that must have been hard. Not winning it with fans. That must have been.
Yeah, it was very anticlimactic. It was, and the problem with that is it always gives a reason for fans to say, yeah, but it was during COVID. There's always that, you know, there's like there's always that shadow of like, oh, you might not have done it if there were fans in the ground. Which
Why do they get on the pitch and play? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I've got so many friends that are Man United fans that say, what do they say? Like they call it a default win or something like that.
A default win.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Look, not
by
everyone's
default.
unfortunate as Robert Lewandowski that they didn't award. They just, do you know what? We're not awarding the Ballon d'Or this year. I'm sorry. Did they not play football games this year, or did they? Give him the bloody trophy, you
I don't know.
weirdos.
That's what I feel. I'm glad you feel the same.